Welcome to the Gaming Twins Show. Today we are going to be discussing Star Wars Battlefront 3. Ish. And we have the trailer, we have the website up, we're going through all the different details, everything they've released, all the horrible rumors that are going around about this game.
The horrible rumors.
Yeah. I went ahead, I put together a pretty comprehensive analysis of the trailer, of the information they've put out via their website, Twitter, that kind of stuff, and other YouTube outlets. I've looked at different videos, looked at what they've gotten, because I heard there was a 5-minute playable demo of Star Wars Battlefront at the Anaheim Star Wars Celebration.
Anyone recorded?
No. Not that I've seen. I found zero recordings for this. I'd love to see the actual gameplay, but for now we're stuck with this trailer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull up the trailer here, and we are going to go through nice and slowly all the details and all what's in this. And honestly, I've come up with all this information, and I think I can paint a really good picture of what this game is actually going to play like. So,
and I haven't, so I'm super excited to see it.
Yes. So I've done all my research. He's done basically none. So we're going to go ahead and see how this goes. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into this trailer. Let me make sure that we're going on the slow playback here. Speed, slow. All right. We're going to go right through here. We have a Star Destroyer in the sky. Not quite sure just about yet. I'm not quite sure here. Now, at first, honestly, I didn't notice this, but I was actually going to say that as much as you're seeing the Ewok houses, I saw no Ewoks in this trailer. And I was are they actually going to be on the battlefield? And maybe I missed it, because I think I see one right here, honestly. Huh. So I'm curious if they will actually be a part of it. They probably will. I'm hoping so. You see the guy moving right over here.
Oh, if they bring back hunt mode.
That would be nice, but don't get your hopes up. I have an idea of a lot of the different modes that are in this, so I don't know just yet. Okay, so we're going nice and slow here. Endor, clearly. They've teased Endor. Here's the speeder bikes. You see the speeder bikes. For starters,
Love
okay.
Plants.
Let me go ahead and look right here. First of all, vehicles, clearly the speeder bike is going to be on it. You know, you got a Rebel, you got an Imperial,
They've
on a
shown
speeder
that
bike.
multiple times.
I think everybody knows.
The original teaser had them where the Rebel gets on the speeder bike and starts cruising.
Yeah.
So it's got to be.
Yeah, so, I mean, just stating the obvious here, both Imperial and Rebels can ride the speeder bike. Just wanted to get that out there. Alright, so, got a bunch of Rebels. Now, this is interesting.
Boom! More races.
Yes.
More races than
now, I'm gonna go a little bit further into this. Right after this, okay, you're gonna get a clear view of. We have 3 different races so far that I've seen.
I saw that. I never got to confirm
that.
Okay.
One thing we just saw there, okay, is that we're pretty sure female players are going to be clearly playable.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a nice addition to actually be female. I heard you can play a female stormtrooper. There are no classes in this game.
There's no classes?
No classes.
Oh, really?
And you can play as a female stormtrooper. So that is an option. Very cool, which we've not seen before. So,
where do you see that in the movies?
Exactly. So I'm also curious, is there going to be female stormtroopers in the new movies?
No, what about that path?
What path?
There? Like, they're going through almost nearly a set path. He's like going...
Oh, we'll get into that. Okay, so we got, of course, this is a Celestian. I think that's how you say it. They are from the planet Celeste. Okay, now, that planet is actually a new planet. Okay?
New?
It's not a new planet. It's always been in this series, but they've never shown it.
Oh, okay.
So, what you're seeing on the screen here, okay, is the website for Star Wars Battlefront. And if you look at, there's a big lava terrain and all this. I hear it's an icy planet, volcanic. The Imperials use it as a manufacturing planet.
Yeah, I was gonna say they got geothermal activity.
Pretty much. So they use it as a manufacturing planet for AT-ATs and weapons. I don't know, stuff like that. Pretty sweet.
In that shot there.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
four.
This is actually the box art.
AT-ATs.
Currently,
that's the box
art. This is the current box art.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Now, DICE has been raving about Celeste a lot because they're the first people to get to show off this planet in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
It's always been a part of the universe, never been shown.
I see.
So they're very, very excited. I think this is going to be their poster child of a map for the most part. And we'll get into more other maps too, like Jakku, which they're very, very proud of as well. So go in here. Okay, so we got the Celeste. Okay, we already have humans, and we're about to see another green alien. I wish I knew what he was. They're right there, down there.
Yeah,
Right
I
here.
wasn't
I'll
sure
give
if
it a
that was
shot.
gonna be like like goggles or something, but then you see it, it's like, oh, right there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this guy. Yeah. I recognize the race.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think I
It's
remember
hard to-
seeing it in Star Wars Episode 1,
Yeah.
pod racing, or the crowd. I don't know. But I recognize the race. So, okay, ATSTs, as far as we're aware of, it is going to be playable. Now, what he just did, okay, is he set down a dome shield. Okay, clearly.
Is this Nabunian technology?
No, but what they're doing
Is this
right
a
here...
reference?
No, I don't think so. Okay, now you see how there's two of them right there?
Yes.
There's something new to this Battlefront game. I think they're borrowing it from the Battlefield game, okay, where they had squads.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm really sorry about this, but I haven't really played a Battlefield game, so I don't know about squads. I played a lot of Call of Duty, never really got to Battlefield, but there's a squad system, okay? I hear squads were like 4 or something.
What about Medal of Honor?
No. It's
No?
like that, but not quite.
Did
Okay.
DICE make Medal of Honor?
No, I don't remember. Anyway. Oh, now I remember. Okay, I did play Battlefield 3 for a very short period of time during the demo period.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we
and
played-
you had a squad where I think it was like 5 players or something like that, and you
Yeah,
would
and it was
spawn
like
near
an
them.
A squad, B squad, C
Yes,
squad, no?
yes,
And
I think.
you'd probably spawn at your squad. I don't know.
Anyway, you can spawn at your squad. Now they're bringing that into Battlefront. Only as far as I've seen, I've looked at the references, I've looked at the website. I'm pretty sure it's a 2-man posse. This is your co-op.
posse.
You're going to be able to join up into a small group of 2.
Oh, we got our own team.
Yeah! Woo! Well, you're going to be able to get into a small group, okay, of 2 players. So you and a friend, co-op style or whatever, on online matches.
Okay.
And you're going to be able to share your rewards between each other. So even if one's doing bad and one's doing good, you get to share the rewards. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. I don't know if this dome shield, there's a lot of speculation if it's a...
Nabunian technology.
Well, is it a
Gun?
reward thing? Is it?
Oh, yeah,
no, don't get excited. Is it a reward perk for the squads? You know, if you're doing good, is it a pickup? They're saying a lot of things about power-ups, which we'll get into another time or a
Like
little
you might
later.
have things thrown around the battlefield to want to go
Yeah.
grab.
And then also, my theory is equipment added to your character. I think you're going to be able to customize your
Battlefield had
character.
equipment.
Yeah.
You were able to customize your character all over
And they
the
said
place.
no classes, meaning
No
no
classes.
preset classes.
I think
So
you can do
you're not
what
going to
you
have no
want.
engineer, you're not going to have a sniper.
No,
Yeah,
not everyone's going to be running around rolling as a shotgun trooper blasting people with mines and a rocket launcher.
exactly.
I guess you can do that if you wanted to, but it's not the only class to choose.
Exactly. And that's the cool thing. Okay, now if you think about this, okay, I've been doing a lot of thinking on this trailer, okay? I've been doing this all day and all yesterday. Now, he set down a dome shield,
Yeah.
okay? Now, what's about to happen, which I'm sure you guys have all seen it, he gets onto a jetpack, okay, and he fires a rocket and destroys the ATST, okay? Now, I don't care what people say. I don't think one rocket is going to take down this ATST. I think this is just for cinematic for now,
Yeah.
okay? It's to show the idea.
Yeah. It's intense.
I think the shield generator is that guy's equipment, and the other equipment is the jetpack.
Huh.
Honestly, I think you're going to be able to pick through multiple different things.
Okay.
He picked the shield generator, and it's showing that co-op feel. That's
Yeah.
the whole point of
Well,
this
it's working together.
very
The
short
rebels have to
scene.
work together to usurp the empire. Not usurp.
That's true, although Rebel or Imperial will be grouping too.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. But I think this slice of the trailer is a perfect example. They're just trying to show off the fact that co-op exists, okay? And you're going to be working together as a team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited. Okay, so we got the ATST. Now, AT-AT, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Okay, little Easter egg here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it here. Go back and watch this trailer again. But if you look really, really, really closely, there are little blue butterflies right here in this patch. There's a bunch of little blue butterflies. And they completely get demolished by this AT-AT. And clearly they did it on purpose. But, I mean, go back, rewatch the trailer, nice full-blown HD, and you can see those butterflies getting squashed to junk. Very unfortunate, but very fitting for the Empire feel.
Yeah, that's what they do. They stomp all over everybody, including little butterflies.
Yes. So, we have the AT-AT here.
Yeah.
Now, there's some really 50-50 news about this AT-AT. You know, some people are like, yes, it's okay. Others are like, this is terrible. The AT-AT is part of a new game mode called Walker Assault. Okay? Now, the bad news about this is that the walker's on rails.
Oh, what?
Yes, it's on rails, and they said, give it a chance. You know, don't worry about it. You know, there's a reason it's on rails, and you'll understand the play.
One idiot going and turning
exactly.
the AT-AT backward, and then
it only takes one troll.
Trees, and then it's backing up, no go forward.
Exactly. It only takes one troll to butcher this, especially in a mode called Walker Assault. You can't give that kind of power, unfortunately.
Why do they call it on rails? Why don't they just make it computer-controlled? And it is on rails, but they don't tell you it's
because
on rails.
You get to control it. You get to control it still. I think you're going to be able to be in the head, you're going to be able to aim the head, and you're going to be able to fire.
Okay,
you're going to be able to shoot your
pause
lasers.
lock, like hold still, stick the leg out for lock-in mode, and then you can start firing. Boop, boop.
We're going to get into it a little bit later. The website says Command AT-AT.
Command.
Like you're going to be able to. They say you get to drive these different vehicles, and then they also say that you're going to be able to command the AT-AT. And they talk about driving the snowspeeder and the speeder, and then they say command an AT-AT. So that wording is there for a reason, and we are going to dig into that when we get onto the website after this trailer. Okay, because they say a lot more there than people are reading into. Or maybe I'm reading into it too much. But we'll see. But I think they're actually telling us a lot of things about the game. Just through the website alone.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll keep going into that. All right, let's move along here. Okay, so the AT-AT is blowing everything up. Okay, so that rebel, okay, he's calling in a group of Y-Wing bombers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm almost positive you will not be able to play as a Y-Wing. It's probably like a reward streak or something along those lines.
Like an airstrike.
Yeah, it's an airstrike. And I think the Y-Wings are going to be reduced to just a reward. You're not going to be able to fly them in this game.
What about in Walker Assault?
We'll get there. Clearly, the Y-Wings are part of Walker Assault, although I assume they'd be in the normal game modes as well.
Yeah.
It's an airstrike.
Well,
you know?
it's an airstrike.
Okay. Here we have the big revealer. Heroes are back. The heroes are back! Yay! We got Lord Vader. Okay. Just as you think the trailer's ending, Lord Vader pops right back in here. Okay, so I've heard a lot about the heroes in this game. Okay, they show off Boba Fett a little bit later here. We got Hoth right here, beautiful. That's probably Walker Assault. We got some X-Wing chasing some TIE fighters, and of course Boba Fett, which is what I wanted to get into. They've revealed so far Darth Vader and Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Okay. As far as I've heard through the playable demo, they said that Darth Vader has his Force choke.
Oh, so you can play as the heroes. They're not
Oh,
computers.
yes. Oh, yes. You are playing as the heroes in this game. Don't you guys worry about that. They said, I guess they got to play it in that 5-minute demo, which makes me mad because I haven't seen any videos of this demo, but I hear people talking about it. Anyway, so Darth Vader, he has his Force choke. I think they said he has his lightsaber throw. I really don't remember. Can deflect lightsabers.
He used like 2 attacks in the movie, you know. Like
exactly. Yeah, this is only 2 attacks for the
throw.
most part. Anyway, you're going to be able to deflect lasers. So heroes, I think, are going to function much like the last games. So Battlefront 1 and 2. Well, Battlefront 2, sorry. So I think they're actually going to function very, very similar. I assume Boba Fett is the same. He's got his jetpack, his nice blaster rifle. I assume that missile on his back is still not usable.
No?
No, I really don't. Okay, right here, what you see here, okay, it looks like it's Jakku. Okay, it looks like it's Jakku.
Oh,
and I don't think it is because of the sandcrawler there.
Yeah, they have Jawas there. Do Jawas do interplanetary travel? Do they do that?
Maybe. I don't think we know enough.
And they would have had to build them.
I don't think those sand crawlers are like streamlined vehicles. I really don't know, but I'm assuming this is Tatooine. Okay.
Yeah.
Especially when they had the X-wing chasing that TIE fighter through the canyon. I'm assuming that was like Beggar's Canyon or something along those lines.
I mean,
in Tatooine. Now, this brings me to a very, very interesting point. Okay. I've heard a few of my friends talking about this. They've been worried about this. How many maps are in this game?
Oh, yeah, I'm worried about that myself.
Yes.
I feel like there's going to be like 5.
Yes, exactly.
Pretty sure there's
and
5.
Honestly, I'm afraid there's going to be 5 maps as well. We're going to go into the maps.
5 too.
Yeah, maybe more. I don't know. But, okay, so we've seen Endor. We've seen Celeste. I think it's at the end of the trailer. We haven't seen it yet. Hoth. Okay, Tatooine. And they've already announced Jakku.
Okay.
Now,
Jakku looks like Tatooine, though.
yes. And that's why I'm thinking, being free DLC, they're going to release later. Okay.
Jakku is DLC?
Oh, you didn't know? Yes.
So they're just building it out of the Tatooine prompts.
Exactly. That's what I am afraid of. Is that seriously, it might be easy for them to make Jakku because they already had Tatooine in the game.
Yeah.
But what I'm worried about is they don't have enough resources to fit all these maps in here. You know, you got the different worlds and stuff. They might be able to make like Dantooine, you know, out of Endor stuff. Maybe. Yeah. I'm honestly worried that Jakku was an easy throw-in, which I'm excited about. We'll get into the DLC in a minute. But I think I'm really afraid that they're announcing all their maps. You know, think Titanfall. They revealed 3 of the mechanical walkers.
Yeah.
What do they call those? Titans, I'm sorry. They revealed 3 of them, and there was 3 of them. And I did not expect that at all.
They revealed 3 of them.
Now, I mean, I might be completely wrong. There might be like 20-something maps.
Let's not push it.
Or there might be multiple maps
I'm expecting
on the same planet.
Quality thing, you know, like maybe 8 maps.
This is not Battlefront. This is not Battlefront.
No, I'm thinking more like Call of Duty or Battlefield or something, you know? It's not going to have like 20 maps. It's going to have something around 8 to 13.
Well, what are the odds you think they're going to be multiple on the same planet? Which isn't bad. Isn't horrible. I mean, they could do that. I'm just curious, is this the only planets we're going to be seeing?
They'll be back in DLC.
Well, we'll go ahead and continue on with this. Here, you have some Y-Wings coming in all up here. Okay.
With the hero actively moving about.
Yep, the hero's going wherever he wants. There's a sandcrawler back there, assuming Jawas are back. Keep on going with this. You have the down Star Destroyer in the background, which looks like Jakku. Now, technically, I might be wrong. This might be Jakku in the trailer.
And they happen to have Jawas, a sandcrawler.
That's what I'm curious
and
about.
Boba Fett.
Exactly. I'm assuming this is Tatooine. It might be Jakku. I'm really not sure.
Like it has to be Jakku if they have that.
They have the Star Destroyer
right there.
Or maybe the Star Destroyer is part of gameplay.
And they have to move everyone from Tatooine to Jakku.
Yeah. Okay, let's just keep moving along here. Keep on going. Okay, this is a big scene for me.
It's a beautiful shot. Look at that.
Isn't it? Now, they're about to come out here, okay, out into the planet Celeste, okay? Now, this is glorious, besides the fact, okay, that the level's beautiful. We have, what's this? The Millennium Falcon! What does that mean? A flying hero? Are we going to have flying heroes in this? That's going to be amazing, which is something I was begging for in Battlefront 2. Yeah. I really hope they were going to have flying heroes where you could be able to play in their ships and all this.
The ships are as famous as some of the characters, so...
Exactly. Millennium Falcon. There's the love right there. There's the love. All right, now, there's a few other interesting scenes that I don't think other people have really noticed about this, okay? Like I said, I spent a lot of time analyzing this blasted trailer, okay? So, first I want to go ahead...
This is on the ground.
Huh?
This is on the ground. That's not coming out of a starship.
There's a reason that these are coming out of here, okay? This gets me into my next thing.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think they've announced it. I'm about 100% positive that there's... I guess they did kind of say. They said there was going to be a dogfighting mode, okay? Yeah. Dogfights are the only place I think you're going to see TIE Fighters and X-Wings on the battlefield. That means no ground combat on these maps. If you do, it's not going to be much, I don't think. I think these are strictly
So
supposed to
you're
be
playing the
flight
Ace Flight Simulator
maps.
game now, where the buildings are just there for you to crash into.
Yes.
And worry about.
I think it's going to be the game mode called Dogfight, and I'm telling you, I do not think TIE Fighters or X-Wings will be seen in regular maps. I don't think so.
So this is not something you're going to run up to a ship, jump in, and then start flying or something.
Maybe, but I have my doubts. I think you're just going to, just like it's showing right here, I think they're trying to tell us something here. Okay?
Yeah.
I really do. They are trying to tell us what this game is so that when we get it, our expectations aren't, where's this from Battlefront? Where's this from Battlefront 2? Blah, 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 this and that.
They said it's not going to be the same Battlefront.
And that's what this trailer is. They're trying to get it out. Okay? They're trying to tell us everything. Notice the development of Star Wars The Force Awakens, okay? They're telling us, like, everything. They're like, oh, it's going to be in respects to the older movies. It's going to be, more styled like that, older, and all that other thing. And they're going to be, catering more towards the older movies, just because it's continuation off of that.
Yeah.
Okay? I think they're playing it really safe here, and they're trying to tell us all this information. So, there we have it. We have a dogfighting mode. It's going to be TIE Fighters versus X-Wings. Guess what? Think about it. It's based on the old TIE Fighter versus X-Wing, which nobody's going to complain about. They're going to be like, yes, TIE Fighters versus X-Wings.
Yeah.
Which is exciting to me because I love the TIE Fighter, and I don't like the gap between an X-Wing skill and a TIE Fighter skill. I don't like the idea that the TIE Fighters are so destructible, so much, they're supposed to be...
Squadron has put it.
Yeah, exactly.
Taking down
exactly.
fleets of these things.
Okay, now, here's on to the next thing, okay? Oh, well,
I
besides
just
that...
wanted to mention that I think you're not going to be able to just, you're not going to, run around, jump in the ship, and then fly out.
No.
Because, they could have had a great cinematic shot of a character jumping into the cockpit
They
or
might
something.
just do it like that, as your spawn, which, remember, there are snow speeders in this game, which will be part of the Walker Assault, of course.
Yeah.
So, you're going to have some flight vehicles, snow speeders, as far as I'm aware of, but that might be it. So, we have TIE Fighters versus X-Wings, and of course the hero comes flying in, so there might be heroes on both sides. How cool would that be? We're going to probably have Darth Vader flying in his TIE Advanced 1, which I don't have my toy up here. Darn it. Oh well. Now, here's the other thing that I noticed about this trailer. I don't think many people noticed. Okay? Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. That is an Imperial shuttle. Now, you don't put random junk into a trailer for no reason. Not this trailer. Everything in this trailer has a meaning. I'm telling you. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, there's an Imperial shuttle sitting right there, okay? You can see it.
Right
It's
there on
plain
the thing.
sight.
Okay.
Now, the question is, why is it there? What is it there for? Is it a defense thing? I'm not really sure.
That'd be interesting. Have a defense mode.
Yeah.
That'd be like some of the classic
interesting.
missions where you got the capital ship and you gotta blast them, keep them off of it.
Could this be a part of the... oh, never mind. We'll get into that. The special catered missions to co-op and offline mode.
Huh.
They have a few of those. We'll discuss it. Okay, so we got a beautiful, awesome sauce. Okay, now, right here. Okay, right here. We're going to go to this website in just a second, just to look at the 5 reasons to play, because they're telling you everything about this game there.
You don't really even need 5.
No, you really don't. There's a billion things on that page. Okay, we're going to go through them, and we're going to see just what this game is. Now, you see how it says pre-order and get bonus content early? Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. That right there, okay, that is for the Battle of Jakku. I don't know if... Were you aware of this free DLC offer?
I knew it was coming later, around the time of the movie, or right before it, or something like that.
Yep.
But that's really all I know.
Yeah. So, basically, if you pre-order, which is buy the full game, early,
okay.
you're going to get 1 week early access to the Battle of Jakku DLC on December 1st. If you pre-order the game, you'll get Jakku December 1st for free.
Okay.
Pretty cool. We
but
like
others
free
get
DLC.
it for free.
Everybody gets it
Later.
for free on December 8th.
Okay.
December 8th. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. So it's literally, you get it a week early.
Okay.
Which, that's kind of cool. I don't know if it's enough to... if they were going to release the Battle of Jakku on the day of the Force Awakens release, it would be a problem with me. Yeah, I'd be like, oh man, I want to see what happens at the Battle of Jakku before I go to see the movie.
Yeah.
Which, guess what? They did. The movie doesn't come out until the 18th of December.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
So we're going to get this a full 10 days before the movie releases, so we can see what this pre-battle was that led up to the events of The Force Awakens.
Okay, so this battle is not in the movie?
This battle is not in the movie. You just, the very intro of The Force Awakens, you see that down Star Destroyer. It's part of the Battle of Jakku, which we are going to play. Yes.
Okay.
So Battlefront, this is also kind of cool. Battlefront plays an active role in the history of Star Wars at this point.
That Star Destroyer wasn't smoking or anything.
That's because it was months earlier or something.
Months, okay.
I'm
so this is taking place like way before.
Yes.
This is,
so I don't know what the gap is. I don't remember what the gap is, but I mean Darth Vader's in this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Battlefront is right after Episode 1, I think. I'm sorry, Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. I think it's right in between A New Hope and they got the ATSTs on Hoth, for crying out loud. Okay. The game is available November 17th. Very excited. I can't believe it. It's actually happening. Battlefront 3? What?
Yeah.
We waited how many years for this? 3-ish? That's okay. It's going to be awesome. Just remember, guys, this is technically a sequel to the Battlefront series, so it will be different.
Yeah.
All right. So let me go ahead and get off. Let me let this finish. I don't think there's anything after this. So just some foliage, blah, blah, blah. And then the PS4. Now, this is a cause for concern with the PlayStation 4 thing. I play Xbox One.
Yeah.
I don't hate Sony. I don't, I'm not trying to be a fanboy or anything like that. I am hoping there isn't some exclusiveness between consoles. I want PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 to get all the same stuff, and preferably at the same time.
Yeah.
I know Xbox One is going to have Battlefront first, 5 days early, thanks to EA Access, which is Xbox One exclusive. And it is it's like a timed demo almost. You only get to play so far into the game, and you get to keep your save. Yep. But you get to play 5 days early.
Okay.
So, not too bad. Kind of cool. That's very exclusive to the EA Access subscription.
So you're confirming that they're not going to release on PS4 first? Or something.
Oh, no. The release
if it's
date,
in early access.
No, the release date is November 17th.
It would have to be like not a timed release.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the game itself. I'm worried about exclusive DLC.
Oh yeah.
Destiny apparently they didn't get certain DLC for the Xbox One until a year after the PS4. That's awful. That hurts only the gamers. It's just this, buy more PS4s. It's like, I don't want to see Xbox doing that either, honestly. It just hurts the player base. It's like, oh, great. I should have bought a PS4 because now I got to wait a whole year.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just hoping that everybody gets the same DLC. I don't want to see exclusive, they got this.
Yeah.
And Xbox didn't get anything. Or Xbox got this and PlayStation 4 got this.
Well, to be fair, I mean, the Xbox One is going to have EA Access, so I mean they're going to have it early.
Yes, I understand that.
So,
I'm worried.
I don't know how they would balance that. If they want to try and keep it.
In all honesty, it's like 5 days early. You get to play a demo of the game.
Yeah.
Well, it's the full game, but you only get to play so long.
Right.
So I mean, it's not that fantastic, especially for an online only game. Well, a most 98% online game. Okay, there is offline mode. We're going to discuss that. Okay, so we're on the Star Wars Battlefront website. Now, they have details all over this thing. It's littered everywhere. Okay? Alright, I'm just going to read this line by line. I'm going to tell you guys if it means anything at all. Okay, the most immersive game. They're advertising their beautiful maps. The game is glorious looking. The trailer says in-engine footage. I don't care what people say. I don't trust it. I really don't.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Because a lot of people are saying it's the exact same as the gameplay. And that's great. If I'm wrong, thank the maker. That's a good thing. Yeah. Okay? But be skeptical. I mean, this game is not gonna come out on me and I'm gonna be like, it didn't look like the trailer. No, because I'm expecting it.
Well, yeah.
Looks like the trailer.
Rather be pleasantly surprised.
Exactly. So, they're talking a lot about their maps, okay? Okay, let's... unprecedented access to the original Star Wars props and locations. Now, I know exactly what they're trying to do with this, okay? I'm going to tell you in just a minute. Photorealistic visuals, authentic sounds, and design from the talented DICE team. Prepare to be transported into a galaxy far, far away. They're saying this game is glorious. It is the most accurate ever. It's got the sound effects. It's got the props. I was told No, I wasn't told. I saw it in a during the Anaheim press conference for Battlefront, the Star Wars Celebration. They were discussing how they actually took the original props and they scanned them into the computer. So it is you're flying the X-wing model. You know,
model.
I'm assuming they tweak it, of course. You know, the models I don't think were 100% perfect back in the day. So they're going to make it look nice and glorious, and it's based on the original models. So that's all they're trying to say with this. Now, that being said, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. A lot of people have already figured this out. There's no space battles in this. There is no space battles in this game.
Why?
Yet.
Why?
Because that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm trying to say with the 5 maps.
Yeah.
I'm really afraid that they don't have enough asset
just
space.
a void. You just need to make
now wait.
just nothing, and then a few white dots.
But wait. They have to perfect the idea of the flying mechanic, okay, which they have with the dogfights for the X-wing and the TIE fighters, and maybe some heroes. But programming the full Star Destroyer, are you going to be able to get in it? Are you going to be able to blow up certain sides of it?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I'd expect just dogfight in the air.
Exactly, and that would be easy. So what they did instead is they did it over the ground, over the planets,
over the battlefields,
and you're going to hear it continuously.
Battlefields.
Exactly, you're going to hear it continuously. Like transported to the battle scenes, you know, to the battlefields, and it's going to be the most immersive thing ever. You know, you actually get to be on Endor and all this, and they're saying that to cover up for to make up for the fact that there is no space battles, and they're trying to let you know that now, so you're not disappointed when you find out there's no space battles in this game. I've been thinking about that all day. I've been listening to them. They are bragging about these worlds. They're telling you how photorealistic they are. They're beautiful. That's what this is. That's what this is right here. Okay, the most immersive game.
Yeah.
Unprecedented access to props and locations, key locations, which they discussed. They went to the actual locations of filming, scanning the props, blah, blah, blah. All right, next. Ground-based combat on a galactic scale. What does that mean?
Well,
ground-based combat. Now, clearly, as we scroll down, they could have another section for flight mode, okay?
Oh, yes, they could.
They're saying ground-based combat on a galactic scale for a reason. Okay, what does it say? Wage epic multiplayer battles on Hoth, Endor, Tatooine, and the previously unexplored Celeste, and the DLC.
Oh, they say Tatooine right there, so clearly Tatooine's on the list.
Yes, yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And Jakku is the 5th. They said you're getting the free battle of Jakku. Okay, now we go a little further down here. This is what also confirms it. They're like triple confirming that it's ground only and there's no space battles. Yeah. It says fire blasters, drive speeder bikes, snow speeders, and here's the key word: command AT-ATs. The command AT-ATs is on rails. You will not be able to steer the whole thing.
Can you control an AT-ST? Or do you think that's going to walk in and just...
The only evidence I've seen of controlling an AT-ST is the fact that it's in the game. I think you can. I'm assuming you can.
Okay, so when they say ground-based combat on a galactic scale, they mean the ground-based combat is... That's it. That's the part.
That's it.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's it. Like I said, speeder bikes, snow speeders, which we knew were in the game. We already knew that. Yeah. And command AT-ATs. And the AT-AT will be on tracks. You will not be able to steer it and go wherever you want, although I'm almost positive you can control the head.
I think there'd be a pause, you know, so you can, like...
You might be able to push forward or back. That's what I'm saying.
I think at least pause, you know?
There might be a special mode like that, like an aiming mode, but it'd be like a long.
Yeah, when they fire the big lasers.
Yeah, you're right. Perfect.
That's a feature.
It makes perfect sense. See, this is why I sat down and did this, and we're logicking this thing out, which isn't a word.
Logicking.
Okay, so the AT-AT is part of the. What was it? Walker Assault mode.
Walker Assault,
okay.
Yeah.
Clearly, rebels are trying to stop walkers from getting to the base. Just so you know, remember this game is made by DICE. Okay, It uses the Frostbite engine,
which was made to make
Garden Warfare. Garden Warfare has gardens and graveyards. The plants are defending themselves against the zombies. The zombies are pushing forward to take the final position, similar to Battlefield and their larger modes.
Yeah,
Sorry, didn't play it. I did play a little bit of that on that demo.
Played some. Yeah, you pushed through the maps and everything.
That's what Walker Assault is. It's gardens and graveyards from Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare.
Oh, that'd
So
be
the
kinda
rebels
fun.
are defending themselves. The walkers are trying to push on rails towards the end of the battlefield.
Okay.
And like you said, we use that logic. They'll probably get into a lock mode where they'll be able to fire on whatever it is they're trying to take out, whatever they're trying to
Oh,
get
that probably
to.
is what they're probably got to do. You got to shoot
Exactly.
the nodes, shoot the shield generators, and block the path. Or
To be
something like
fair,
that.
it might not be able to do that at all. It might just fire just as awesome while it's walking.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on here. No flying space stuff. Okay, this is interesting. Play as iconic Star Wars characters.
Iconic.
Okay, so it means they're talking about the heroes. Okay.
Yeah.
Fight as the galaxy's most memorable heroes and villains, like Darth Vader and Boba Fett.
No hero listed.
Confirmed.
But you can play as the heroes.
What?
No hero is confirmed. Just as Darth Vader and Boba Fett.
Yes. Yeah. I did think about that earlier. I was like, well,
They
there are no
had,
heroes.
they had
so-
the Millennium Falcon, so.
True. Okay, so you have Darth Vader, Boba Fett, and that's all they're confirming. You get to play as them in the game, okay? Scroll down a little bit more, and you get interact with some of the most beloved characters from the original trilogy. Become the hero or the villain of the battle. So interact with some of the most beloved characters from the original trilogy. They're talking
Interact.
about Leia, Han Solo, Chewie.
What do they mean by interact? They didn't
It
say.
means you don't get to
they
play
didn't-
as some of these characters. They're going to be in there, maybe
Okay,
in
see,
missions.
that's what I was waiting for.
Think Lando. Okay, I wouldn't doubt you're going to have like a mission where Lando pops up on the screen saying, "Oh, we got to do this," kind of like Titanfall's online was, their online story.
Yeah.
I think that's what they meant by interact.
Yeah.
So,
Because I was going to say, it doesn't say go down and fight as, or.
no, it doesn't. They took a whole section to
Clearly,
say
Battlefields,
interact.
you don't. Yeah, okay.
They put a section for interact. Okay, they know exactly what they're doing with these lines.
Yeah.
Okay, and all you have to do is sit down and analyze them. Okay. Okay, engage in epic Star Wars dogfights, pilot X-Wings, TIE Fighters, and the Millennium Falcon, and more of your favorite vehicles in exhilarating aerial combat. Find out which squadrons will rule the skies. That last threw me for a loop a little bit. I'm thinking all sorts of things are popping in my head. But anyway, again, they're confirming. It's X-Wings versus
and
TIE
TIE
Fighters
Fighters, okay,
in a
that's the-
dogfighting setting.
Yeah.
And they have not mentioned, like before, they said speeder bikes and snow speeders being a flying vehicle on the ground.
Yeah,
Okay?
but it's landlocked.
That's what I'm saying. They knew what they were saying when they said, the snow speeder. But people might not be thinking, oh, well, the X-Wing, they're showing X-Wings, they're showing TIE Fighters. The box art has them over the ground. Well, because it will be over the ground, but it's not going to be over a battle, I don't think.
You don't think they'll have a little mock battle underneath? You might be able to shoot them and destroy some things, but
There
it
might be
has no
some
effect on your
targets.
score.
Maybe some destructible
Because
targets,
that'd
but I don't
make
see
it
the
look
point.
more like. Well, it would make it look more
It
like.
says
you're fighting-
dogfights, very specifically.
dogfights.
Let's go with what they say.
Okay.
Also, that last line, it makes me wonder so much. It says, find out which squadrons will rule the skies. Is there going to be like clan wars or something? Are they talking about the TIE Fighters and the X-Wings and just those?
Well, from what it
Will
sounds
the
like,
X-Wings
they
rule
have
over the TIE Fighters rule?
dogfighting and battlefields completely separated, obviously.
Yes.
Which means they probably would have competitions or something where you would, like, they're two separate modes. So
Yeah.
if you want to compete and you're better at flight combat than ground combat, then they probably would have their own things where
It says
find out
engage
which
it.
squadron would rule the skies, I mean,
I'm honestly curious. Are they going to have some kind of clan wars going on? Like you can make a squadron
Yeah.
and fight against other people, and then maybe you'll be able to improve your rank? It is its own mode.
it says a squadron.
So I'm assuming your flight skill, it'll be its own level up tree.
Yeah.
Versus your
Level up
ground
tree?
square.
You level up?
I'm just assuming Battlefield has a level up system.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So
Okay. Well,
I'm
yeah,
assuming
that
your
definitely seems
dogfighting
playable.
skill, your I almost said space battles, your dogfighting over ground battles, okay, they're probably going to have their own separate rank.
Yeah.
Very excited for this. I don't really care.
Now, I
it's
just
going to be
wanna-
X-Wing versus TIE Fighters.
I just want to mention here, when it says which squadrons will rule the sky, that really could be a basic term for team.
It could be. It really
Could just be the size-
Like I said, I might be overthinking. I said a million things are popping in my head when I read that. But
And what about that last word in that sentence?
skies?
Yeah. It's definitely skies, people.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's the quadruple confirm. It's not space. Sorry. That being said, I'm going to discuss it a little bit later. But I say, don't get excited to see it in the game just yet. I have no reason to believe that they wouldn't add space battles as DLC later. It's blank space, for crying out loud, over a planet. They can texture a ball. They might be holding out on the Star Destroyers versus the other, whatever, Mon Calamari ships. Cruisers, yes. I think we're going to see this DLC later.
Yeah.
So, just saying,
okay.
Hold in there. I think we're going to get Space Battles, but it is not shipping with the game, so don't get excited just yet. Okay, so this is talking about the squads right here. For Jedi and Padawan alike. You know, you got one guy who's playing a bunch, you have your friend come over and he wants to play with you, blah, blah, blah.
And they're showing the team duo right there.
Yeah, there you go. It's right there. They have the jetpack right here.
And they're teaming up against the big
shield. I'm telling you, those are equipment.
TST.
Okay.
Oh, yes. And boom!
Here it is, right here. Seamlessly swap between first-person and third-person perspectives. So, third person is confirmed.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. I'm more happy that you could do it live in-game.
I'm just happy they have both.
Going to get killed off. What button is going to be sacrificed to the switching? The D-pad? Maybe? I don't know. But I am excited. I can't believe it. Oh, yeah, and the trailers, for crying out loud. They have an X-Wing in first person.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be able to dogfight in first person in a TIE fighter and an X-Wing.
Well,
oh my God, mind-blowing.
That's fantastic.
I'm so excited. Last time I got to fly in first person.
Battlefront 1!
No!
Yeah, it was in there.
Yes, I guess. I was going to say
Battlefront 2 had no
Star Wars Rebel Strike 3.
Rebel Strike 3.
Is that that's what it is? Rogue Squadron 3? Or is it Rebel Strike 3? I'm pretty sure it's Rebel Strike 3.
Rebel Strike.
The GameCube game. Yeah. That was the last one where you get to play
Rogue
first
Leader
person.
Was number 2.
Yes. That was the last one you got to fly first person. You did in Battlefront, but the
Battlefront 1.
I didn't like the flight mechanics in Battlefront 1. It was awful.
Yeah.
Battlefront 2 was an improvement.
You get up and
no first person.
You can move around like this and smack into a tree or something.
Yeah, exactly. Just smack into a wall. It's like there was nothing I could have done. Anyway, okay. So so we're back to the grouping system.
Yes.
Okay. So partner up with a friend.
Oh, they're saying
keyword.
seamlessly switch between first person, third person.
Yeah.
They're saying third person's for noobs.
No.
It's right in between both of them. It's sandwiched.
It would be easier.
It's sandwiched.
It would be easier. You could see behind you in third person.
Oh.
So, wow, they really are saying it's for the
that's why they say that. That's why they give you both.
Yeah,
because now it's like more hardcore to be first person.
Exactly.
Third person you can see behind you, which I mean, third person's cool.
I'm excited that both are in.
I know.
I'm going to play it like the original games, and I'm going to go to first person when I get all hardcore. Anyway, okay, so back to the partner system.
Well, yeah, every time the AT-AT comes walking up, getting the first person, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it gets squished in first person. Partner up with a friend, keyword, A
friend.
In online multiplayer. They're confirming the squads are two-man groups.
Okay.
I think. They could have said friends.
It didn't say partner up with your posse.
Exactly. I'm assuming you'll be able to do a typical Xbox Live group or party. Oh yeah, party. But when you get to your squads, which again I haven't played much Battlefield, when you get to your squads, it'll only be two-man groups.
Yep.
You can spawn on your friend.
Okay.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
How awesome is that? It's like, oh man, I'm infiltrating the base. All right, 1 second, I'm gonna commit suicide so I can spawn on you.
No,
I think there's a kill timer for that. Anyway, okay, so partner up with a friend in online multiplayer.
Got that covered.
Share unlocks and have each other's backs on the battlefront. Yes, so you share unlocks.
So that's confirmed.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a great time partnering up and sharing our unlocks and all that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Man, 2 good players. Anyway, yeah. Oh. Anyway, so you're gonna be able to share your unlocks.
I'm excited for that.
It says have each other's backs on the battlefront. Again, they're just confirming the squads.
2.
Okay, it says fight for the Empire or the Republic offline, solo, offline, or with a friend in carefully crafted missions.
Crafted missions.
Meaning your instant action is
slightly more than Titanfall.
True, but what does this mean versus the original Battlefronts? Is instant action taken out?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's gone. No, they're focusing much on the.
They said there will be AI bots in
only for those
the crafted missions. So I don't know how replayable these missions are going to be.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up when like the apocalypse hits and EA shuts down the servers or they're knocked out.
That was
playing crafted
that was
missions.
very disappointing for me because I mean, Battlefront 2 servers have been gone a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
The players got to hold the roof up now.
Exactly. And unless I buy this for PC, is this game going to be dead in 10 years?
Yeah, that's
going to be unfortunate. Although, being Star Wars, I kind of have a little confidence that they're going to hold it up at least until all this extra trilogy and additional movies ends. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty confident it's going to be up for a long time. But, I am a little disappointed with the offline limitation of crafted missions. They might be awesome.
Yeah.
In all honesty. They might be fantastic. But
I'd be afraid of replayability, you know? We'd be trying to play the crafted missions like you're playing a random map in Battlefront.
Hey, if it's a wave mode, bring it on. That'd be great. I'd love for them to do it. But if it is carefully crafted missions, I'm really worried.
It's carefully crafted.
Yeah. But basically what they're saying, okay, fight for the Empire of the Republic. Congratulations, we all knew this. It's only Empire and Rebels.
Yeah, that was
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I said that earlier.
You did.
No
guns.
Yeah, no original trilogy sequel trilogy prequel. No prequel era. What was that called? Why can't I remember that right now?
I don't know, but there's the silent crowd
Republic
cheering
versus
right
the
now.
droids and all that. Blah blah blah. They're not in the game. It's not in the game. I have a few theories. A little bit later, we'll get into. I think we've gone through the website for the most part, and we'll be able to actually get into all my details here. Pre-order and be the first to battle on planet of Jakku. Players who pre-order Star Wars Battlefront.
Jakku.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say it like that every time. Players who pre-order Star Wars Battlefront can fight the battle 1 week early on December 1st, 2015. All other players will get access to the free content on December 8th, 2015. Not bad. Not bad. Free DLC is nice, people. Okay. Okay, so that's all for that.
Now are we
Can I
pushing
set
rumors?
VLC to loop?
What?
I don't know if I can set VLC to loop. I'm sure I can. Anyway, okay, so first impressions. A lot of this might be repeat, just so you know. But I do go into more details in all this stuff. Let's see. First impressions, supposedly the objects seen in the trailers are actual objects used in gameplay. I'm skeptical. That is a truth. I'm very skeptical.
So like the stuff in
the stuff in the trailers and that kind of stuff.
You think they're not going to be the same stuff? I figured they're the same stuff, if not just mocapped. You know?
Yeah,
Especially
I
mocap.
mean,
or do you think they're going to have like more watered down models?
honestly, I think it's gonna be. I think they'll be slightly watered down. But I really don't know. Honestly, I really don't know.
There's a repeat button. Or a repeat button. Right in the lower left. Second
Lower
last button. See it?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. No audio. Did I click it? I don't know if I clicked it. I'll just restart it if it stops. Anyway, November 17th is release. Battle of Jakku. December 8th, December 1st for pre-orders. So if you want to pre-order, by all means, you get the first. You get to play it a week ahead of
early. I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan like us, you're probably gonna buy it anyway. So I mean, if
I'm not gonna buy it. So pre-ordering, as much as people say pre-ordering hurts the industry, which I agree, it does. It's not really good practice. You should wait till the game comes out, listen to the reviews. Unfortunately, a lot of us are going to be way too anticipating this thing. Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, they could release something slightly better than Battlefront 2, and everyone would be cheering for it.
Exactly. It's like Battlefield Star Wars. How can you not like this? Anyway, okay. So Jakku again. It's a pre-event.
Yeah.
To the movie The Force Awakens. So I don't remember the year gap. Sorry.
Well, the dust has settled and nothing's smoking.
30
from
years,
what I saw.
I think. Yeah, no, there's no smoke.
30 years after the battle?
I don't know. Because it's in between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, it's in between there.
Battlefront is.
Oh,
And
okay.
Jakku is, of course, way after in Episode 7. Oh, I'm sorry, the battle not. Whatever. Yeah, you see it again in The Force Awakens, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so gameplay, planets only. Again, Empire versus Rebels only. Pretty sure / don't get your hopes up for Republic versus the CIS.
No, they're putting too much money into these lovely props here.
They know
They
exactly
had to
what
scan
they're
the
doing.
real props, people. There were no props for the prequels.
There probably were.
No, I remember that. the battle droid. They had one battle droid at least.
Okay, this is interesting. I was thinking about this. I'm not quite sure what to think. The Star Destroyer that you see on the beginning of Endor. Yeah, let's just loop here. Okay, there, that's Star Destroyer right there. I was curious between the Y-Wing bombers and the Star Destroyer. I was like, maybe the Star Destroyer is the bombing run for the Empire.
Oh, or they just shoot on the planet.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
That would be awesome.
But
Or it might
Rebels
just
don't
be
have
TIE
a walker.
bombers.
Oh, well, it could be TIE bombers.
You know,
they need like a final kill streak. They gotta have the thing bombing the planet. This is like the coolest thing ever.
it would be cool. I'm curious what the Star Destroyers mean. What, because there's no flight vehicles on these maps.
Could just mean invasion.
Maybe it's just,
It only means
might
one
be,
thing.
the worst thing it could be is just background. That could be the worst thing. It's glorious background prop.
Oh, come on. I want an Imperial commander saying, oh, we've got our recon up. We're sweeping
That's what I'm
the
saying
battlefield,"
too.
or
That's what I'm
something.
saying too. It might be part of their online system. It might just be the bombing. Okay, so the partner system, the unlockables are shared. There are no classes in this game. Again,
Yeah.
no classes.
I
you
like
make
that.
your own
I like
class.
that.
So
I love that.
very
That's
excited
the
about
best.
that. Let's see. Choose. Okay. This is interesting. Are you going to be able to choose your own species? Because they've shown 3 so far: humans, Celeste, and that green thing.
There's
I
no
don't
classes.
know.
You have to be able to choose. Oh, I guess you can spawn in randomly.
They show females, so you got to pick your gender. So if you can pick
Oh,
your
they-
gender,
yeah.
you can pick your equipment to make your class.
They'll probably let you choose the race.
Probably let you pick the race. Does that mean
Maybe
you can customize the outfit? Maybe not. Don't get your hopes up for that.
Yeah.
But possibly.
I think it should just be based on what you equipped, Rocket Trooper, he's going to have the extra pockets,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So heroes are very similar in abilities, not just about jumping. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to be jumping
The heroes?
like the super jumps you get
Well,
in Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
They said they got the
if they
force
give him a
choke.
generic double jump,
Yeah.
that's just cheating.
Yeah.
That's just cheating.
Um,
That's generic.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with that. Maybe you'll be able to hold the A button and it'll do like a big jump. Okay, so I've heard Darth Vader has his force choke and lightsaber deflection, of course. Boba Fett clearly has his jetpack, as was seen in the trailer.
Yeah.
Vehicles, very specifically, anyone can ride the speeder bikes. We know that. TIE
Do you have
fighter-
this video still playing on slow?
I don't know.
Everyone has to watch it.
I don't
in
think
slow?
so. No, it's got to be.
Oh yeah, it was slow.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was still in slow motion. Hey, they got to see extra details if they were paying attention to it. Okay, so of course, again, the AT-ATs are on rails. Kind of
Yeah.
stinks. Yeah, the AT-ATs, they're too easy to get stuck. Okay, especially
Yeah.
on Endor.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Putting
Imagine
them on
trying to
rails
play that.
cleans it. That just makes it work.
I mean, it was a pain to drive the blasted AT-ST.
At least they let you
Through
do
the
it.
trees
They
in
let
the
you
first
do it
game.
all slow. Like, okay, man, guys, I'm turning around. I'm gonna be bombing the
You
rebel
know,
base thing. Just
Battlefield probably
move
knows. I'm sure the people, when they're making Battlefield, they already know the tanks and other things are being abused by trolls and that kind of thing. People just trying to flip them or get them to bug and fly 600 feet in the air and kill somebody. The trolls are going to be there, so if they put the AT-AT, the biggest, most powerful vehicle for the Empire, on rails, I don't really
you can't
see
really-
why they wouldn't have. I understand. I am curious right here, okay, is the Walker going to be physical debris?
That'd be lovely.
That'd be cool. Well, actually, that might mean you lost in Walker Assault, just saying.
Oh yeah.
It might be more
well,
than
if
one
it's
Walker.
on rails, if you think about it, that means if your walker goes down, it's in the way. You probably don't get a second chance. I mean,
It might be your only. No, they showed multiple ones here. There was 2 there. Might be a second chance.
I guess
2
so.
routes?
Oh, that's like almost covering your bases. you
No,
know?
like MOBAs. Mobile Online Battle Arenas, like League of Legends and all that.
Yeah.
Did I say MOBA rate or is it Moab? I called it a Moab. That's the wrong one. That's the mother of all bombs. No, the Mobile Online Battle Arena. Could it be like that, where there's like 3 walkers that going down different lanes, and you got to try and maybe they do
See,
it at
I'm
different
okay
times.
with that, but it's almost like 3 chances. If if you can't defend the first one, you're now backed up, and they
could
got
be
an
a style
advance
of
on
that.
you because now your AT-AT's back here. They basically pushed you back.
Yeah.
And if you can't get past them with the next walker, you're down to your last walker.
I kind of doubt the multiple routes. The only reason they would have multiple
No, that's
routes.
what I'm saying. I think it's like a 3 base system. You get 3 chances to do it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
that's
And
possible.
you have to defend it, and that's why if you lose one, it's not the end of the world. But they just got a lead on you because that walker has to walk a distance. Those things are slow.
Oh my goodness. Will they make space battles again like Battlefront 2? Not likely. This game, for the most part, is going to be planet-based only, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I think they'll release it as DLC later. I really do.
I don't see why they can't just do the dogfight and rip the planet out from underneath you, I mean, unless you're asking for capital ships, that's extra additional content, so...
Yeah. Yeah, not quite sure about that. Okay, let's see. Again, we have the ATST, which we're not really sure...
Yeah, is that even controllable? Because, I mean, they said you can command the AT-AT, but they didn't make any mention. Speeder bikes, snow speeders, command the AT-AT. Didn't say nothing about the ATST. It's going to be like a kill streak, it just walks in and just guns down some rebels or something.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm hoping that it is going to be playable for the most part.
Yeah.
Not quite sure, though. Okay, snow speeders, Y-wings, probably just bombers. Probably not drivable. They did show the Hoth turrets, the dish turret, and the regular turret. I don't know what to call that thing. Right there.
Which I imagine those would be usable, like, in the walker assault, because you have to stop those walkers.
Unless it's a setup. Like, you set up the turrets to help stop the walker, and it's not playable. They haven't mentioned it. So, again, I'm going to put that in the probably not.
Yeah.
Which would be weird, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so modes. Let's just keep going into this. No single-player campaign.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people already knew that. It is going to be online only for the most part. There will be specially crafted missions for co-op and offline, but for the most part of a story, not happening.
Yeah. The story is going to be in those carefully crafted missions. That's the point. You'll be playing maybe some iconic battlefields.
Yeah.
Or iconic battles,
Yeah. Which, that'll be fun. It says the smallest mode is 8 players.
The smallest is 8?
The smallest is 8. Now, I'm assuming they're talking about online only.
I'm glad
games.
they have something bigger than 8, since that's the smallest. Something has to be bigger than it.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I'm assuming they're talking about,
I was afraid it was going to be like Call of Duty. You get like 8 people per team or whatever, maximum. But no, that's cool. If that's the smallest mode, that's fantastic.
Yeah. And I'm assuming they're talking about online only modes. If they're talking about the offline modes, then I assume they're including the bots.
Well, yeah, the bots have to be in the offline modes.
Because they said the smallest mode is 8 players, and if it was offline, you only play with 2. So are they including the online bots?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. So that might only be online. Anyway, okay, the largest game mode is 40 players. 20 versus 20.
That's confirmed?
Yes, and it's Walker Assault mode. That will be the largest one.
Oh, boy.
That's the largest game mode.
Okay.
Again, Empire versus Rebels, no Clone Wars. That's what it was. Let's see. The 20 versus 20 Walker Assault will only be playable on certain maps.
Yeah, I imagine they're special maps. You don't go on the normal battlefield to play Walker Assault.
Exactly. It won't be on every map. That's basically
that
all they're
rail
saying.
system would destroy all the maps because it would have to work for...
Yeah, they would have to cater each map to that system, and I understand why they did
That's
that.
probably where you get the additional maps. Maybe. Probably on the same planets and stuff, so probably same environments, I'd imagine.
Exactly.
There you got the props for
Okay,
it.
so it says mode will feature power-ups that let you play as the hero and possibly other stuff. There's going to be power-ups scattered around the battlefield. I didn't really know what they meant by this. It's going to be like some big glowing hologram you run into. Will it be a box you open
You
and get
remember
it?
in the original game, you get up defense, up attack power. You can get reward weapons for like the sniper getting 10 headshots and get you the cool beam sniper thing that almost never gave it to you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be like that. They might want to bring some of those stuff, like advanced shielding back or something.
Again, okay, so we're still in modes. So, dogfights. Let's see.
Space.
Again, not in space. It's only going to be Tatooine. I'm sorry, why did I say that? TIE Fighters versus X-Wings.
Yeah.
Well,
they're going to have other ships. They said other ships. Other
I think they're
favorites.
talking about other heroes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, they gotta have a B-wing in there. Or an A-wing. That'd be cool. A-wing versus TIE
Maybe-
Interceptor?
Maybe they sure are advertising TIEs versus X-Wings, which they
No,
showed on the website.
They're playing off the fan base there.
I think they
Because
might.
there is no X X-wing versus TIE fighter game reboot.
Exactly.
Try and throw it in here.
Exactly. Okay, so clearly there's going to be air heroes, which is awesome. Air heroes. Okay, so back into the maps. Hoth, again, Tatooine, Celeste, Jakku, and Endor. Okay, 5 maps so far. That's all we've seen so far. Hoth, possibly separate maps for dogfighting, and Hoth TIE Fighter spawn point.
Well, they have that.
No, that was wrong. That wasn't Hoth. That was on Celeste. I honestly, I think they're going to have multiple maps for... I think there's... I hope there's a dogfighting map for every map there is.
Yeah,
it would have been nice to have a Walker Assault on every map as well. Not like on the same map, but maybe like a special catered
for
map.
each planet.
So yeah, so like right here we got the Tatooine Canyon for the assault, or I'm sorry, the dog fights and all that. Let's see, Tatooine possible dogfighting map, and of course the canyon. Pretty sure that end battle is Tatooine due to the Sandcrawler. Probably. I'm assuming that was not Celeste. I do not think. I think that was
not Celeste, not Jakku.
Jakku. Sorry. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was not Jakku. Celeste is a lava map. Description. What? Blah blah blah. Manufacturing planet for AT-ATs and weapons. Okay. Expect offline missions for Celeste.
Okay.
Expect offline missions for that. Honestly.
Well, yeah, with that little shuttle down there for no reason.
Well, not only that, but this is like their big exclusive thing. If you go back and watch anything, they are raving about Celeste. And I'm like, it's just another map.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, it is part of the Star Wars universe that hasn't been explored, but they are super excited about it. Mm-hmm. So I'm expecting a little bit of extra love going that way.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to have some additional things with the Battle of Jakku, or they might not have any time at all. It might not have any offline for Jakku. Mm. Okay, so DLC. I'm into my guesses now. Okay. All that before that is pretty sure that's what the game is. Okay. So DLC, of course, Jakku is coming out on the 1st of December or the 8th if you didn't pre-order for free, all for free before the movie comes out. And I'm expecting space dogfights for DLC.
To be down, yeah.
They're not going to include it in the game just yet. I think they are going to include it, so don't expect it to be there when the game releases.
They show that hangar with the TIE fighters flying out of. That thing is literally like a module. Like, I mean, they could just attach that to a Star Destroyer and you just fly out,
Exactly. And I hope they do. I really do. Predictions. Online might include objective modes that serve as story replacement similar to Titanfall. Maybe. I didn't really think into that too much. It's possible that the actual online will be mildly story driven. You know how you have to try to escape on Titanfall end of matches?
Oh yeah.
I think they might include a bit of that, which I'm excited for. I think that could be a lot of fun. Okay, this is a prediction. And honestly, this is like stretching way out of limb. Way out of limb.
Oh good, let's hear it.
Near the end of DLC releases, there will be a Clone Wars DLC map or a few maps, or there'll be a Clone Wars DLC map or a few, maybe like 1 or 2 maps, added to gain excitement for the next game as like a prediction thing for the next game. But that being said, on Battlefront 2, the DICE version, if they do make another game, which I assume they will, and they do it as a Clone Wars, I don't think they're going to be able to fit Clone Wars and Empire in the same game, so it's going to be only Clone Wars, and that could be really risky. No. And I hate that. I want the Clone Wars included. Completely blows that it's not. But I mean, if they are planning on doing it,
disagree with you.
I know. If they are planning on doing the next game with Clone Wars included, God knows how they fit it onto the disc. They might release a teaser pack, a hint. I've been playing a lot of Nintendo games, and apparently Nintendo does this more often than I'm aware of. They do a lot of little teaser hints. Okay, let's see.
I think they might just play with it, kind of like just throw you something. They'll throw you something, to give you one map. I'd say maybe like a space dogfight or something. That's 2 ships.
Exactly.
So
exactly. It might just be like Arc 170s versus droid. Vulture droids. There we go. Okay. So, also, I heard Visceral, is working on another Star Wars game.
Okay.
which we've heard about a while ago. They have the writer from the Drake's Uncharted series.
Okay.
So she is working with them on it. A lot of people have speculated. They think they're going to do 1313. Anyway, they're going to continue the project of 1313. That would be amazing. It's the perfect story. Boba Fett's story. He's a bounty hunter. I honestly, I think they could do so
showing
much.
You a side of Star Wars
Exactly.
they've never shown, and it blew everyone away at E3 when they.
Yes, it did. I was blown away when I saw it. I was like, I want that game.
Yeah, everyone was saying.
Okay, so again, a little bit more of my predictions. Can customize your character's gear, weapons, skills, and possibly gender and race. And when I say race, I mean species. Maybe race. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Again, they are bragging about their planet maps and how glorious it looks because there is no space missions. They're confirming it for you, and they want you to know they spent a lot of time on these planets so that you will forgive them because the planets are so amazing that it's okay that they didn't add space battles. That's what that is. I really hope that the games are blasted equal on the Xbox One and the PS4 and the PC. I hope everybody gets the same Star Wars love.
You know what? I think it will be the same. Because no
got
one
PlayStation
wants
logos
to
on this thing, all
prod
over.
the Star Wars fan base. They know what happens.
That's true. George knows what happens.
George knows what happens.
And honestly, J.J. Abrams might know soon, too. But I'm assuming it's going to be great.
You can't have that title
really
unless he
excited.
really bombs this.
I'm really excited. So, anyway, that was our analysis of Star Wars Battlefront.
His analysis.
My analysis.
Balanced logic. Balanced logic.